Hey guys, welcome to my first Java tutorial. I'm going to be doing a series on creating GUIs within Java. Now this is my first attempt at creating Java tutorials, so please bear with me if my explanations aren't as concise or clear as they should be. I should be able to get better as I make more videos, and I think that if you stick with me throughout the video series, you'll be able to learn a lot of cool stuff. Now in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make the most basic GUI that you can make using the JOptionPane class within Java. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now the first thing we need to do is to go ahead and import the library that allows us to use the JOptionPane class. So let's go ahead and import it right now. Import javax.swing. I'm going to go ahead and import the entire library. Just makes things easier. And now that we have that done, let's go ahead and move right into our main method. And what this tutorial or what this program that we're going to create does is it's going to ask the user to type in two different numbers, and then it's going to display the sum of those two numbers. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and write the code. So the first thing we need to do is let's go ahead and create the window, which is JOptionPane.show input dialog. Oops. And as the argument, you just want to type whatever you want to display to the user within the window. So we're going to say enter first number. I'm going to go ahead and save this right now and then show you what that single line of code does. As you can see here, a window pops us, prompting us to enter our first number. It has a text field and then a couple buttons here. So, whatever the user types into this text field, we're going to go ahead and want to store that into a variable. And since whatever they type into here is always going to be a string, that's what our variable type is going to be. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we'll move to the beginning here. We'll type in string, call the variable number1, and set it equal to the JOptionPane. So there we go. Let's go ahead and do the exact same thing for the second number. We're going to go ahead and say enter second number. So now that we have the first two numbers, we're going to go ahead and want to add those up and get a sum. But since they're string types, we can't add them together and get the sum. We're going to need to convert them into a data type that we can actually use. So let's go ahead and do that now. And we're just going to go ahead and make it an integer. So int num1 equals, and this is the part where we convert the string into an integer. Dot parse int, and then as the argument, you're going to go ahead and want to type whatever string that you want to convert into an integer. So the first one will be number1, and let's go ahead and do the exact same thing for the second number. This time it's number2. And now that we have two numbers that we can actually work with, let's go ahead and get the sum. So int sum equals num1 plus num2. And now that we have the sum, let's go ahead and display it in a message dialog box. And to do that, we write JOptionPane.show, and instead of input, we don't want any input, we just want to display the sum. We're going to go and say it's a message dialog. And as the parameter, it takes 4 parameters, but we're only going to type in 2. That's all that's necessary. The first one will be null, and the second is what you want the window to display. So we'll say sum equals, and then go ahead and concatenate that with the sum that we got up here. And that's it. Let's go ahead and run our program and see if it works. So here we have our first window asking us to enter our first number. That is this first line of code right here. We'll go ahead and type 10, press OK. Here's our second window for the second number. Go ahead and type 5, press OK. And here's our last window saying that sum equals 15, and that is this line of code right here. So that is our program. It works. Pretty simple. You know, the JOptionPane class is pretty limited as far as what kind of GUIs it can create. So in future tutorials, I'm going to be teaching you how to create, you know, more flexible and just more powerful GUIs that you can have more control over the design, feel, and application of them. So I will see you then.